Hi guys, and welcome to another exciting episode of my YouTube channel. Yes, it's been a while, but of course we are back and better. So today I'm going to be talking about something that every Lagosian can identify with. Maybe not Nigerian, but Lagosian. If you live in Lagos, in the city of hustle and bustle, you can identify with some of the things I'm about to say, and it's the struggles that Lagosians face on a day-to-day basis. If you're living in Lagos or doing business in Lagos, this set of struggles or problems, so to speak, are the things that make Lagos very stressful for everyone who lives in it. If you're living in other states, you're enjoying because you can go about your business, get to your office in 20 minutes, come back, and you don't have to face these struggles. But if you are in this city of Lagos, you are bound to face it. The first one is transportation. Transportation, don't even not say transportation, it's traffic. Traffic is like a spirit on its own. You know why I said so? Because you go out in the morning and in your mind you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to drive to VI in 20 minutes. I'll be 20 minutes. By the time you get on the road, you also find out that there are also spirits like you that are driving to work at that same time. And you also realize that probably there's a spirit of traffic that you don't know what causes it. In fact, I haven't even actually come to the conclusion of what causes traffic. I just know because there's so many cars on the road, and of course because the cars and the number of people who live in Lagos are so many and going on that same road is obviously a problem. Traffic is such a problem that people get back home 4 hours, spend so much time in traffic, 4 hours coming back in the morning. Honestly, I kid you not, in the night it's the same number of hours, and sometimes when it's a major, you literally will sleep in traffic. For example, if there's a flood, or example it rains, the whole place is messed up. So what's the point in living in Lagos? But you have to do business, right? So that is the first one that has been a problem. I think also rush hour, because you're leaving your house 4 o'clock in the morning and you think, I'm such an early person, early riser. By the time you step out of your house, you also find out that there are also 1001 early risers like you who are also targeting that road because of traffic. It just seems that everybody in Lagos has gotten that memo. So they don't want to be caught unawares. They don't want to be caught unwary. So they leave their houses very early. I figure, and I honestly think, that if traffic can be dealt with, 80% of our problems literally in Lagos State will be solved in the city of hustle and bustle, because this is the commercial capital. And the second one is, let me call it, public transportation. For those who use buses a lot, I have had to use buses too. I find out that you think you're the only one entering bus in Lagos. And of course, you see the yellow buses. If you're wondering what are yellow buses, that's specific to Lagos State. And you see that's the primary mode of public transportation. And you see those yellow buses, you think you're the only one entering buses generally. You want to take public transport. You also find out that there are so many people. And at the same time, sometimes you can't afford to be doing, oh, I'm cool, I don't rush for bus. But tell you, if the buses come, people are rushing. I wonder what's because they want to get inside. Now, it's even worse when there's scarcity of buses. And you find out that there's scarcity of buses and people are literally rushing to enter. Sometimes when you have those bigger buses, they call them molwes. What happens is people literally have to cling and jump into enter those buses to go to a destination. In other developed countries, that's a safe method of transportation. I'm not saying it's not safe, but in Lagos, you have to be really smart when entering public transportation. You have to shine your eyes well, because if you don't shine your eyes, you might miss your bus stop, because you'll probably be calling a certain bus stop. The conductors know all the bus stops in their head because they live in Lagos and that's their trade. But if you are not someone who is probably not used to taking public transport, and you call another bus stop, they don't know the bus stop, they will drop you off in the wrong place and you have to find your way back. So it's very important that when you're also doing public transport, you know where you're going to. And sometimes they're the enemies of progress who literally will say, no, it is far, it's in front there. There are people like that in this Lagos. I've seen them. Oh, you're going to Igobi bus stop. It's just right there. You can just no. Igobi bus stop. Take 2 steps backwards. And if you're not smart, or if God is not on your side today, you spend 4 hours trying to get to a place that requires just 2 hours. So that's the challenge that you face when it comes to public transport, and that's some of the struggles that Nigerians face. I feel like Lagosians face. I feel like if public transportation can be well developed, it will be easy for everyone to just go to work, come back easily, no stress. The next time I must say that Lagosians face struggles is swindlers, aka whether 419ers or, and these people range from people that are begging on the road to people that are still in traffic, to people that actually do all kinds of crazy things, people that sell fake things in traffic. They are all in this category of swindlers, because Lagos is the place everybody wants to be smart, and you have to actually use your common sense and use your brain. If not, you would fall victim to some of these people. Now, let me first start with the people that ride some of these buses. And when you enter their buses, they're swindlers. So you enter their cars. That's why it's very important you don't even enter saloon cars if you want to take public transport. The best thing for you is to go with a normal public transportation, the white ones or the yellow ones. Once you start entering saloon cars, you're on your own. Now, so you enter some of those cars, and next thing they say is, oh, there's money that they're expecting from China, and it's in the car, or they stole it from an Indian, so they need to clean the money, so they need to go to a place. And one Baba will have experienced that years ago. I actually was going with them to the Baba's place, but then I knew that they used jazz for me, so I just stood up and I left the place. You need to be careful of those kind of swindlers. The second type of swindlers are people that sell fake wristwatches in traffic. They sell fake things. I've even heard of people who buy phones in traffic. Why would you be buying a phone in traffic and they get swindled? Not even phone in traffic. You go to, say, Computer Village and you want to buy a phone and you realize that the phone you are buying is a fake phone. Why not go to a certified phone user and buy a phone? Those are the second swindlers. The third swindlers are people who just remove phones from bags. They're very smart and they know how to position. Once you are going and you're probably not taking an Uber, even in Uber, so you need to be careful too, but you're probably entering public transport and they just slip their hands inside your bag and then they take phones. I've experienced that before, you know. So we need to really be careful, and you need to be careful wherever you are in this hustle and bustle city, because people are very desperate and they will do anything for money. Honestly, you can think you have a certain package thing that you bought and then you realize that this thing that I bought is not the real deal. The last set of swindlers, of course, are who are the last set of swindlers that you can probably tell. Well, anyways, those are some of the people that swindle people in this city of Lagos. I mean, another thing I'll say is bad roads. That's a major struggle. There are bad roads all over Lagos, and it doesn't even help when it floods and when it rains. The roads become extremely bad and people cannot actually drive their cars properly. And even if they drive their cars, the cars have issues, the tires have issue, or the bumper or whatever has issues, and before you know, they have to repair these things. And then that's what takes and drains you. Imagine you are just already assuming that this is what I allocated to go out today, and then the flood is so bad and then the roads are bad now, and then probably your car gets caught up in a bad road, and then you have to call your mechanic to repair your car. You know how much that will cost in the city of Lagos. So I feel like that should also be sorted out. This is so crazy and it's so stressful being in Nigeria. To talk of living in Nigeria and existing in this country called Nigeria, but not to live in Lagos, because Lagos has a set of struggles and problems. I don't know if there's maybe any extra thing that I think that struggles that Lagosians face, but I think that's it. Like I said, the first thing is traffic and rush hour. Then I think rush hour is also tied to traffic. People trying to 4 o'clock in the afternoon is rush hour, and then you see a lot of cars that are coming on the road and everywhere is jam-packed. Like I said, traffic going in the morning and coming back, there's traffic in both ways. And like I said, the second thing is public transportation. You need to be very careful when you're doing public transportation. Just be careful and just try your best. It's not easy, it's very stressful, but you just have to make it work. If you can't afford a car or you can't do an Uber, be careful there. And bad roads are also part of the struggles that Lagosians face. I don't know, there are a lot of struggles that Lagosians face on a daily basis. It could be in the workplace, but like I said, if you know some of the struggles that Lagosians or you are facing as a Lagosian, please let me know so that I'll do a part 2. If you love this video, and like I said, make sure you please like, subscribe, follow, comment, and be part of my amazing community. Follow me at Sassy Lulu, follow me, and make sure you comment, share, and follow me. Alright guys, so this is where I will be wrapping up an amazing episode of struggles that Lagosians face on my YouTube channel. I'll see you on the next one.